Bunny outfit for your cat didn't make the list. Painting of a moose, also not on the list. But this thing did make the list, along with this thing. Gentlemen, today I'm going over some of my favorite items under $50 that will improve your life, your body, or your crib. All right, guys, so I'm gonna link to everything that I can find down below. Most of these items you can find on Amazon, or I'll find them somewhere else, hopefully. If I can't find them, I'll find a close alternative. All right, so number one, I wanna talk about this. It is a fleece fuzzy blanket. It's not real big, right? It's only about like 5 feet tall, but in my opinion, this bad boy is a must-have for like every dude's apartment or home. And the reason is because it's so soft. And when you have that spicy senorita over, or even if you're solo, right? Grabbing this thing and laying down and just chilling, watching TV, it is like a luxurious experience. And honestly, it's awesome. It just feels great. And like I said, they're super affordable, like literally like 20 bucks, all right? They're not expensive, right? Number two is this thing. If you are somebody that suffers from foot issues like plantar fasciitis, or you're just somebody that's very active, this little thing is something that you roll on in terms of your feet. And this thing is something I use every single day. I got it at REI, but like I said, you can probably find them on Amazon. And the way I use it, I basically will roll my, like the instep of my foot on these little outer, like they almost look like kind of like rollerblade wheels, and I'll just rub it in and kind of dig it and get on it. It hurts, it's painful, but it's so amazing, and it definitely has eliminated any foot issues for me. Something else I'd recommend is a foam roller, all right? Like I said, some of these items are gonna be for your body, but the fact is a foam roller, I feel, is something that every guy needs, all right? Because if you're active, just getting and like working like your IT bands or your thighs or your glutes or your back, they feel, actually it doesn't feel real great. It's painful, but I'm telling you it's something that you definitely are gonna benefit from. It feels horrible when you're doing it, but amazing when you're done. Something else I'd just like to mention in terms of home decor is this thing right here. Having some type of small decorative box where you can keep things like your remote control, maybe a lighter for candles, or chapstick, or hand lotion, or glasses, or whatever, in my opinion, is something that's gonna make your place cleaner. It's also gonna make it more organized, and it just makes you look a little bit more mature and your place a little bit more elevated in terms of aesthetic. Something else it will is a candle, all right? Some type of decorative candle that smells amazing. You just can't go wrong. We talk about it often, but this is a simple little thing you can do to elevate the aesthetic, but also the fragrance and the scent of your environment. The next thing I just wanna talk about real quick are coasters. And this is one of those things that like you think about when you're a little bit more mature and you start buying some nicer stuff, but having some type of cool coaster is just something a little bit elevated in terms of aesthetic that really just makes your place look a little bit more grown up and you just a little bit cooler. Plants, all right? Small plants, in my opinion, are something that will instantly just elevate the aesthetic, not to mention the feel of your environment. And it just adds a little bit of greenery and a little bit of life to your space, all right? I'm a huge fan of plants. So is my wife. Here's another one that we've been growing. I just love it. These are actually on my desk. And then in the corner of my office, I have that big boy, which is actually a fiddle-leaf fig. So fiddle-leaf figs, I'll show you another one, are really cool. All right, now they're gonna be around like $100, and then you're gonna need to get like a pot. And typically the pots are gonna be, a little bit more expensive. If you've got a Home Goods near you, these pots look like concrete and look like super expensive, but they're actually made of plastic and they're only around like $50. This is not a fiddle-leaf fig, but I recently got it and I absolutely love it. But the fiddle-leaf figs, those things are amazing. Nothing says sexy home like a fiddle-leaf fig, all right? All the like really sexy houses you see, right? Here's another one. This guy's been in my old house. He's super big now, and he's just awesome, all right? Fiddle-leaf figs, in my opinion, are a plant that you should invest in because you're gonna have it for years. And the cool thing is that it really adds a lot of character and almost like texture to a space. And personally, I think plants and trees are awesome. Next up, we gotta talk about the bed, more specifically, the pillow, all right? Look at that gray pillowcase, that's silk, baby. A silk pillowcase, in my opinion, is something that you should consider. Why? Well, a few reasons. they're affordable, they're also really good for your skin, they're good for your hair, and they also just feel amazing. One of the reasons why a lot of guys or girls have like breakouts and blemishes is cause of their pillowcases, whether or not it's dirty or it's the wrong fabric. The silk that is basically used to make these pillowcases are higher quality. They're also designed to be like antimicrobial, and you gotta still wash them, but in my opinion, it is a must-have. Next up is this bad boy. It is the Amphipod, I can't pronounce it, but basically it's a little bag that I bought at REI that I'll link to down below. This is amazing. Not only is it perfect for when you're running, the reason why I like it so much is that it's perfect for traveling, or you could actually easily convert it into like a crossbody bag for traveling or just out and about. And the cool thing is that it doesn't look like a running like bag, right? It's small, it's got a little pad on the back, and then inside it's got a few pockets. It's got a little tiny pocket there, and it also even has a little hook for your keys. But in my opinion, this thing is awesome, and it only costs about like 40 bucks. I'll link to it down below, like I said. Something else that I feel is awesome is my slim wallet. This one is getting a little bit beat up. I've had it for a while. The reason I like it is because you can actually stick receipts in both sides. It's got a place for your license, but in my opinion, a slim wallet is a great way to upgrade your aesthetic and your style. Instead of carrying that big bulky thing that's gonna be like gigantic in your pocket, something slim like this, 1 or 2 cards, a few dollar bills, right? It's perfect. The next thing on my list is this little small metal Coast flashlight. It is small, but damn it, it's powerful. Kind of like me. Right, baby? Small and powerful. All right, now, but seriously, I keep one of these in my cars, in my wife's car, and I keep it in my nightstand. These little flashlights are awesome. It's amazing how often you actually use a flashlight, and having something small that's not like too big and bulky, this bad boy is amazing. Something else that's amazing. Hey, you wanna be in the video? All right. This is the next item on the list, and that is a cat. I got Piglet at the pound for like $10 16 years ago, and honestly, it's the best money I've ever spent. Something else that's amazing is a Dop kit, all right? This Dop kit came from the company John Henricks. It is all leather, but there are a lot of affordable ones out there for like under $50. And if you're somebody that likes traveling, there's nothing better than having something that you basically can just grab and go. In here, I've got basically like all my gear. I don't need to like pack it. It's all ready to go. I keep like my saline bottle for my rinse, deodorant, extra hair product, an extra texture powder, which brings me to something else. If you guys haven't tried this, it's amazing. Basically a few sprinkles in your hair, dry hair, right? Just like that, work it in. It literally is the greatest thing out there. Everybody's freaking out over this stuff. It is amazing, and I would highly recommend checking it out. Like I said, everything will be linked down below. Something else under $50 that I personally feel will change your life is a great t-shirt. Simple white or black t-shirt, you can't go wrong, right? It's the most versatile t-shirt that you can have. A crew neck, no pocket. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, depending on the fabric, depending on like if it's crisp and white or dark and black, all right? It's not worn out. You can really wear it underneath of a lot of things, right? Whether or not it's like underneath of a suit, literally. You can wear a great t-shirt underneath of a suit, and it will look amazing. It's a great option. Tuck that t-shirt in, right? Check it out, right? Boom, right there. Little double-breasted action. Look at that, look at that. What exactly? Gentlemen, a suit not under $50, but also a good investment. But bottom line is, when you invest in a high-quality t-shirt, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit more expensive than like the crappy like Hanes or something you're gonna find in an outlet, but in my opinion, it is gonna be worth the money. But once again, you gotta make sure it fits you perfectly. Baseball hat. All right, here's the deal. I feel like every guy needs a baseball hat. I talk a lot about like not wearing them, like backwards and all that, whatever. Here's the deal, don't listen to me. Listen to me now. All right, baseball hats, I feel like every guy needs one. You just gotta make sure it's not beat up. You gotta make sure you're not wearing it all stupid. Don't tuck your ear in, all right? But the fact is, a cool baseball hat that has some type of like meaning or saying or just something that you resonate with is not only a great accessory, it also is a good conversation starter, right? Because if you're wearing like something that has like your team on it or your college, and somebody else sees it, you know, it's a great way to strike up a conversation. Just make sure you don't wear it all the time, and make sure it doesn't smell. like your ass. Something else under $50 that'll change your life. I'm gonna get shit for this, but Birkenstocks. These like black plastic Birkenstocks, I've loved. They're amazing. They're not something I'd wear out on a date, but when you're like just kicking it in the summer after you're done working out, throwing those bad boys on, you can't go wrong. Something else you can't go wrong throwing on is right here. Pair of jeans. The Gap, baby. Under $50 or right around like that $50 price point, you can't go wrong, right? In my opinion, the Gap, great bang for your denim buck. Also like Levi's. There are a lot of incredibly affordable brands out there that aren't gonna break the bank that look amazing. A great pair of jeans will literally change your life. Sunglasses, of course. Now, some of you are like, but Alpha, nice sunglasses are hundreds of dollars. It doesn't matter. You don't need them, all right? You can find some amazing affordable sunglasses out there that are literally around that $50 price point that are gonna look amazing on you. But sunglasses are just one of those accessories that you get a lot of like style bang for your buck. Even if you've got to spend like 60 or 70 or even $100 for a pair of like Ray-Bans, in my opinion, is a great way to spend your money. You're gonna wear them all the time and they're gonna make you look like a badass. And last, but certainly not least, a watch. Not an expensive watch, Weekender, Timex. Do it, gentlemen. The Timex Weekender is one of the greatest watches out there. That was almost like my watch gateway drug. I saw it, I was like, wow, that's amazing. It's super affordable. I'm gonna link to some of my favorites down below if you guys are interested in checking them out. But the bottom line is this, whether or not it's a Timex or a Casio, there are a lot of incredible watches out there that aren't gonna break the bank, that are literally under $100 that look amazing. Gentlemen, what did I miss? Down below, I wanna know, what's something in your opinion that is life-changing under $50?